What's up guys, Denver Gamer back. Today we are checking out 10 of the weirdest video games you will ever play. And this is probably my favorite video I've ever done. Just check it out.
Oh yeah.
Alright guys, settling in. Our first game is Obocchama-Kun. Obochamacuna is a 1991 PC Engine platformer. It's very colorful, but it's not super impressive. And the thing that makes this game kind of unique is the power-ups you can get. And they are totally weird. For instance, there is a bouncer that will follow you around in a Speedo and headbutt people. You can even turn into like a bat and hover above the levels, which is kind of crazy. There's even like a little crying boy that follows you around and throws like hairbrushes at people or something. I'm not sure what they are. They look kind of like little drumsticks from a KFC bucket. You can turn into this dog-looking thing, which is kind of weird. But I think the best power-up is when you grab the acorn and summon what can only be described as a Hasidic Jewish attack helicopter mowing down your enemies while it's on screen. I mean, look at that. It's even got the Star of David on the side of the helicopter. What the hell? Also, the bosses in this game are totally weird. There are dancing cows that you have to fight, a genie that throws chickens at you, and even a cow spider thing. I mean, did a cow and a spider make a baby? Anyway, this is a really cool, colorful platform that's totally weird. You should definitely check it out. Again, released exclusively in Japan for the PC Engine. And now let's head over to the PS2 and check out a game. Okay, so this is Super Galdelic Hour. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And this is a game show video game where a wizard in a spaceship comes to a planet, I'm guessing, and turns these Teletubby / Animal Crossing creatures into hot chicks with jiggly mechanics to do a game show. It's definitely strange. There's all types of weird games on this show. It's basically a competition of one player versus the other, so definitely fun with friends. And the game looks really good for 2001 when it came out. I mean, the graphics back then weren't that great, but the character models in this look fantastic. I'm guessing because they were trying to attract the young boys in Japan for those jiggly mechanics. But it's basically a mini game. It's basically a combination of mini games. It's definitely bizarre. I definitely recommend checking this out. It's one of the weirdest games you're ever gonna play. But now, let's go over to the Sega Saturn. Okay, so while researching for this, I came across a lot of weird games, and this game is one that I really like. And I do have more videos coming on this if you don't see your game you want to see. But this is Cho Aniki. Cho Aniki. That should be how you say it. And this was released for the PS1, Sega Saturn, and other systems. And there's many different ones, but I chose the Sega Saturn version. And this is basically a bodybuilder shoot 'em up. Yes, a bodybuilder shoot 'em up. And all of the enemies are absolutely insane. You have flying heads. Everything is based around bodybuilding, which makes it absolutely bizarre. But then they throw in all these other creatures and monsters. I mean, look at this guy. What is that coming out of his, I don't know, mechanical groin area? I mean, this is... It's crazy. It's crazy. It's absolutely ridiculous game. However, it's really fun. I absolutely recommend this game. It's expensive, but maybe you can emulate it or something. Do we say that on this channel? Cho Aniki, everybody. Cho Aniki. Okay guys, so I love beat 'em up games, and this game is also on the Saturn, and it is called Coolie Rula. Coolie Rula. And this is an awesome beat 'em up. It is very weird, but it's awesome. This game takes place in a magical land of Radish Land, and you get to play as Zach or Mel. And somebody, an evil guy, has come by and stolen the time key. And what the time key did was, I don't know if it made universes collide or whatever, but it made all these monsters appear. So a wizard gives you a magic stick, and you have to go beat the hell out of all these monsters. And the weird thing is, they turn into puppies and bunny rabbits and kittens and little cutesy bears and stuff. And it is very bizarre. And you can collect those cute animals for points. So this gets weirder and weirder, and here's why. Let me just show you this level. What is that? That is... Is that a woman's vagina giving birth to enemies which you are beating with your stick to turn into cute animals to pick up for bonus points? That's what that is. Is that a dude's ass? Why did the programmers put their ass in this game? I have a note here as I'm watching this video, and it says, Japanese programmers are on acid. And that can't be any more true. This is just an absolutely insane game, and whoever made it was clearly on some type of drugs or something, or just wacky, but it's a great beat 'em up. And if you like the obscure, really weird stuff, go out there and find this. I also recommend it. Let's go over to the Dreamcast. Yes, Seaman. Seaman is a Dreamcast game that was like no other for its time. My brother had it. He was a big Sega guy, and we played this actually when I was a kid. And it's basically a virtual pet, and the game is narrated by Leonard Nimoy. If you don't know who Leonard Nimoy is, he is Spock from the original Star Trek. As your Seaman progresses through its evolutionary stages, it starts talking to you, and Seaman is, well, he's kind of a dick. So you have to take care of the aquarium. There's also an insect cage you have to take care of, where you feed the larvae to Seaman and you get him through his evolutionary stages. And the more you talk to him, it has AI, and it learns more about you. And it'll ask you all types of questions about music, what you do for work, your parents, your birthday, all this kind of crazy stuff. Knows a lot of history, and the backstory to Seaman is really cool if you read the manual. And the ending is great too, and I'm not going to spoil that here. And you can even take the Seamen and breed them together, which is totally nasty, but you can do it. And you can literally talk with them about anything. This game is a game of patience. There are some kind of workarounds because it's meant to be played once a day, and I don't think a lot of people got that, but they would fast forward their clocks on their Dreamcast so they could speed up the evolution of Seaman. But it's basically meant to be and act like a virtual pet that talks shit to you. Crazy. Alright, so this is probably the most known game on this list, and this is Katamari Damacy, and I am actually doing a version that is on the Switch, and that is Katamari Damacy Reroll. This game is... Let me give you the story. The king of the cosmos, okay, gets drunk one night, and he goes out and he destroys all of the stars. And he sends his son, the prince, who is very, very tiny, to rebuild stars and the moon. So this game is about starting with this little ball, and you have to roll it around and it picks up things, and you keep rolling like this. It's kind of like how a snowball gets bigger, and you keep rolling it around until you can build a star. It is definitely a weird game. Some of you guys probably know about this. Like I said, it originated on the PS2. The music is totally infectious. I can't play it here because I don't want my video to get flagged, but I have the Reroll version on the Nintendo Switch, and it looks really good playing on the handheld screen. So definitely a pickup for me. But now we're going to go over to the Wii. Back to bodybuilding, baby. This is a good one. This is another bodybuilding game, and this is about a thief that steals your protein powder. And what do you have to do, right? You have to chase the thief down. Well, as the thief is running away from you and crashes through walls, it leaves bodybuilding poses, and you have to use your Wiimote and the nunchuck to do different body poses as you go through the walls. It is insanely funny. As you start to chase down the thief, you have to start shaking the remotes like this and and tackle him, and then you can get your protein powder back. The characters are absolutely hilarious. There's a polar bear from Norway. There is a guy with a mohawk and headphones. I can't remember where he's from. I think he's from maybe Russia. And there's also a Spanish guy that has a top hat and a rose in his mouth. It is highly entertaining. The levels are fantastic too. I mean, you get to go into space and all this weird stuff. It's a physical game, so maybe you can get your friends and parents and brothers and sisters involved if they're not too into video games. Great party game. This is definitely one that is absolutely weird, but worth checking out. Oh, and this next one. Our next one is a dating simulator. This is... I'm trying to make these games get kind of weirder and weirder, but this one... this is a dating simulator called Hatoful Boyfriend, and it is basically a pigeon dating simulator, but you're human and you're dating pigeons. Anyway, I am not joking. Let me see if I can explain this. So goes the story. A pandemic comes along and wipes out humanity. Some of the people still exist, but they have gone to live in the woods and caves, stuff like that. And you are playing a female that has emerged from a cave, from what I understand. And birds have evolved, and this takes place at a high school or college called St. Pigeonations Institute, and you date a bunch of birds. It's a dating simulator, and very, very 2020, I'll tell you that. Reminds me of The Shape of Water. I can't believe that got an Academy Award. Can't believe that. Over some of those movies. Jesus. Anyway. But hey, if you want to date pigeons, you can date pigeons. Each pigeon has its own personality, which are even crazier. They're kind of weird. I don't know who thought this up. Who thought that we would have a post-apocalyptic era where a bird flu, mutated, wiped out the humans, but some survived, and then the birds evolved, and then we're gonna make a dating simulator out of that. Humans dating pigeons, everybody. Alright, so this next game is really awesome, and it's absolutely hilarious. Not so much of a video game as much as it is a DVD randomizer. It randomizes horse racing, but it's a Japanese horse racing game, right? That has the funniest looking horses you will ever see. It's absolutely hilarious. And the great thing about this DVD is you can randomize the horse races and you never know who will win. The main gripe for me about this game is there's not a lot of randomizations, but it's very, very fun for the first couple times you use it. And my suggestion is you throw a party, and this is great for gambling, and you invite all your friends over and you get the DVD, you get a DVD player, and you region unlock it because it is region locked to Japan. But there's a bunch of websites that are actually dedicated to unlocking your DVD player, which is very interesting. I didn't know, but most of them can just be unlocked with the remote by a set of combinations, button combinations. And you have your party, you have people bring either ones or fives, maybe $5 a race, and everybody, you can put numbers into a hat, and everybody draws their horse, and then you randomize the race. And it is so funny how these horses, right? These horses win these races. You got like a steel horse and a Yeti, and you've got this Ninja Sniper. Oh my God, he is the best. The best horse is Ninja Sniper. So funny. And you can actually make it into like a little drinking or gambling game. Very, very highly entertaining. I think you can get the DVD for $40 right now at the time of this video. I was able to find it online and play that DVD, but then I also ordered a copy as well. So very, very highly recommended. Absolutely weird. Very, very weird, but check it out. Okay, last game, probably the weirdest on this list. This is a Japanese exclusive arcade game, and it has an ass on the front of the arcade machine. Yes, as you can see in the video, a human ass on the front of the arcade machine. And this is a spanking simulator. You get to spank all of the bad people who have wronged you in your life. For example, you've got your mother-in-law, your ex-boyfriend, your gold-digging ex-wife, and molester? Says right here, if you are tired of spanking, you can use the plastic hand peripheral to perform a concho. What the hell is a concho? Let's go over to Wikipedia. Concho is a prank performed by clasping the hands together in the shape of an imaginary gun and attempting to poke an unsuspecting victim's anus. This is a video game about shoving your fingers into someone's ass. Are you serious? It cannot get any weirder than that. God. Guys, I have like 30 more games to do and more videos. Oh. Ass poking, butt slapping Japanese arcade games. And if anybody has a lead on one, I need two. Thank you guys so much for watching my channel. That is such a weird group of video games. I have found so many. We're probably going to do at least 2 more videos. If you know of other weird video games, please post them in the comments. I would like to do 4 to 5 videos on this, 10 video games per video. I think it would be just hilarious. I'm glad I can share this with you, and thank you so much for subscribing. I love you guys, and I'll see you next video.